Welcome to today's webinar, Empowering Youth Through Sports, Building Skills, Values, and Community Impact. This is more than just a conversation, it's a call to action. As we navigate the challenges of youth development in a rapidly evolving world, sport remains one of the most powerful vehicles to instill discipline, resilience, teamwork, and a sense of purpose among young individuals. Today's dialogue will explore how sports, especially tennis, can transform lives, shape communities, and cultivate future leaders. We are honored to host two inspirational figures who personify the vision in action. We have Aisam-ul-Haq Qureshi, a name equal with excellence and perseverance in Pakistan's most decorated tennis player and global ambassador for peace through sports. With 18 ATP doubles title and a Grand Slam final to his name, Assam has not only elevated Pakistan's presence in the world of tennis stage, but also pioneered the ACE Tennis Initiative, a grassroots program focused on identifying, training, and mentoring Pakistan's emerging tennis talent. His unwavering commitment to youth upliftment through structured development pathways is exemplary and deeply aligned with today's theme. Joining him is Mikail Ali Beg, a 15-year-old tennis prodigy whose achievements already span continents. Ranked number one in Pakistan and top performer in USA and Asia, Mikail is more than an athlete. He is a young changemaker, a co-founder of Playorg, a non-profit dedicated to empowering youth through sports and education. He embodies the potential of youth-driven impact. Together with his mother, Mrs. Aisha Ali Beg, Mikhail has built a platform that champions accessibility, community engagement, and positive representation of Pakistan abroad. Together, Assam and Mikhail represent two generations of leadership in sports, one that is legacy driven and another that is future focused. So let us begin. This question goes out to Mikhail. What inspired your journey from local courts in Pakistan and Florida to becoming a top ranked international junior player?
Yeah, so first, thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you to Nets as well. And I know your webinars watched worldwide, so happy Independence Day to everyone in Pakistan and our neighbors in India. And I must admit, I'm quite nervous being joined by Assam, who's my hero and my mentor, and now also the boss, because he's the president at the Pakistan Tennis Federation. And what inspired me? Definitely this man, Assam. Can I share you a true story?
Sure.
In 2020, I was a ball boy at the Delray Beach Open ATP tournament, and I was reading the past champions' names on the wall, and I saw Assam's name, and I was very curious. I ran up to my dad, and I told him about this, and he was Assam's biggest fan. He told me all about Assam, how he made to the finals of US Open, and also won the two-time Arthur Ashe Humanitarian Award. And he also told me that Assam was partnered with Rohan Bopanna from India and an Israeli player to show how sports can unite us and create peace. And after that, I reached out to Assam on Instagram. I did not expect him to respond, but he did. I interviewed him for my show called Lead the Way, and since then, I've been very inspired by him. Since I went to Pakistan in 2021, I won titles in Hyderabad and Karachi. And when he was training for the Davis Cup against Japan, he invited me to come to Islamabad. I hit with him. I met Akil Khan, and he also gave me his book right here. And then since then, I've been playing for Pakistan. I made the under 12 team, and me and my doubles partner Abu Bakr came back from 2-6 love 5 to beat India in 3 sets. And since then, Assam's been guiding me, pushing me to do more. He's very tough, which is very good for me. And he's always calling me, congratulating me when I won in Jamaica. He was like, "Hey, buddy, congrats!" And when I lost in Islamabad, I won the first set 6-0, and he was like, "Buddy, what happened? You need to fix this." So Assam's definitely inspired me a lot.
Okay. What personal challenges did you face on your path and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, like all other athletes, I've faced many challenges, too many to list, but on your show, I'm going to break this news that I've written a book with my mom's help, which comes out next month. It's called 𝗬𝗃𝗫𝗁. You can register for it on 𝗬𝗃𝗫𝗁.com. But this book is a must read for any child or parent or coach, and not just in Pakistan, but around the world. It's very honest, it's bold, and it's a tearjerker. But one challenge that does bother me quite a lot is the negativity of a few people in Pakistan who pay the media to write articles calling me an American import and say I don't belong in the Pakistan tennis. And some of these people have personal agendas, like they want to take over the federation or they don't want me to succeed. But it's quite painful because I have my dad who's from Karachi with roots from Lahore. My mom is from Multan, and I've done a lot more for Pakistan than these people have. And it is prejudice and discrimination that I'm treated as an outsider. And a lot of people have tried to cut me out of opportunities for the last 5 years, but I'm still standing tall.
Okay, that's good to hear in terms of your standing tall. What key life skills such as discipline, resilience, or teamwork have you learned through tennis?
Yeah, tennis has helped me a lot. A lot of people talk about self-motivation, but I completely disagree with that. I think self-motivation is a short term. If you study hard, you'll ace your exams. If you train hard, you're going to win your matches. But tennis doesn't and life doesn't work like that. Even pros only win around 40-50% of their matches sometimes. And at one point, I had a 90% win record, but my coaches told me I need to start playing up. So I brought that win record down to around 50%. I was learning more from my losses, honestly. I started playing against older and better players, and then it's helped me improve. Now my win percentage is around 70%. But I suggest
In
like
singles and doubles. In singles and doubles. I
yeah,
was checking your
yeah,
ITF, stats, and in
yeah.
singles and doubles, you
It's
were like around 76, 74.
yeah, it's around there. But like more I've been learning from tennis is self-discipline because self-discipline, like you don't, it's not just about the short-term goals or the wins. It's a lifetime commitment. Like for example, I don't eat any sugar, no cake, no ice cream, no Pepsi, but the only sugar I get is from like watermelon or bananas. But whether I
Natural
win or
sugars.
lose or I'm training, like that doesn't change. I'm still never gonna eat sugar. So
Okay.
self-discipline
So
is very
I,
important.
of course, and I also believe that you have a taekwondo black belt and you're also a gymnast.
Yeah, I was. Taekwondo, I reached a first degree black belt, which is one up from a normal black belt. And I think Taekwondo helps a lot for my tennis. It made me very focused, very disciplined, and also it made me very tough. And for gymnastics, that gymnastics really helped my flexibility and my movement. So I really liked playing those sports, and I encourage all kids to play many different sports, especially when they're young.
Okay. Assam, I like you've dedicated your career towards youth development. Can you please tell us a little about Ace Tennis?
Basically, mate, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your webinar, and great to see Mikail here also after a few months. He was here in Islamabad, and great to see him growing, mashallah, say, as a player also and as a person as well. And like he said in the beginning, happy Independence Day to all the fellow Pakistanis and to our Indian friends as well. Today is 15th August. And basically, the whole idea of the Ace Tennis Pakistan was to help my junior players in Pakistan. And I had my first financial contract or sponsor, I would say, when I was 27 years old. And I think it was very, very late. I think in Pakistan, we are accustomed to shaking hands of everybody who is successful, but they don't want to be part of the journey. And I think it's very, very important for a tennis pro, any sportsman. One should be part of the journey, actually. And that's why I started ACE, trying to help our junior players get their coaching, their training, their ball fees, their court fees, trying to take care of them. Probably at this younger career, these kids are not probably it's possible for them to get sponsorships. So by the grace of Almighty, people know me by name, by face, and they trust me and my name. And when I'm backing few kids, I think the sponsors came on board. One of you is obviously is Net. And the first time I met you guys, you were very, very forthcoming and understood my goal and my vision. And I think it's been so good for the past 2, 3 years. I think 95% of the kids who are traveling abroad and playing junior tournaments for the past 2 years from Pakistan, at least I think they're sponsored by ACE. And I'm loving the fact, the way they're growing as players, also how they're getting laurels for Pakistan. I'm trying to direct them, mentor them in the right way. Everything that I've learned in my career, I'm trying to teach them so they can learn from my mistakes also. And I don't want them to repeat those mistakes. For me, I think sky's the limit for all of them. Mika is one of them. He's already in the world rankings. I only started playing tennis at the age of 13 and a half. And the first time I had my first international tournament was when I was 16, 16 and a half. Mika is already 15. He's getting laurels for Pakistan. He's 500 in the world already under 18. So for me, it's just about me giving them the right direction, the right motivation, also inspiration as well. And like he said, uh, a person can motivate himself to a certain level, there need to be other factors as well, as family, sponsors, mentors, who keeps driving them when chips are down, and to tell them that they're backing you. That's what happened with me. At least my family was backing me all the time, even though the Pakistan government or the federation never did. But the fact my parents were behind me and they believed in me and they were believing in my talent, and that's what I'm trying to do with these young kids as well. And I think you need to have a healthy competition as well. The kids who are doing well at the national circuit, I'm sending them abroad. So the kids who are not doing well, they're also a little bit inspired that if we will do well, we will get a chance to go and play abroad as well. And that's what I want to create. And for many years, I think the tennis was dependent on Aisam-ul-Haq Qureshi and Akil Khan, especially when it comes to Davis Cup matches. And the federation just relied on these two names, and they never even thought of developing other players and to work and to give them time as well. And I'm seeing that now, because I'm almost getting done from Davis Cup Akil as well. And our Davis Cup results are not coming that good, but inshallah, players like Mikail, and he mentioned Abu Bakr Tala also. We have Nadir Ali Mirza and few under 15 kids. I think future is very bright. And I honestly believe that Allah gave me this gift of tennis. There are 250 million people in Pakistan. God ended up choosing me for this. So if I'm not able to give everything back that I learned, I don't think I'm doing justice to that gift that Allah gave it me. And that's what I'm trying to do, and giving everything back, everything that I've learned, physically, emotionally, and no matter whether it's Mika or other players, I'm making sure I'm following their results. I'm promoting them, giving them to media, whether it's electronic media, print media, highlighting their achievements. And I feel that's what players need from their country, at least, just recognition. And as a federation, also as a mentor as well, and from ACE as well, that's what I'm trying to do.
All right. In your view, how can sports instill leadership qualities and confidence in today's youth? Same question to you, Mikhail.
No, for me,
Oh,
it
yeah.
changed my life. Oh, who you asking, me or
For
Mika?
No,
both,
he's asking for
both
both
of
of
you.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, it changed my life. I used to be a very, very shy kid. If you ask my parents when I was 13, 14 before tennis, I could hardly speak to anyone. And but the tennis, I think, changed everything in my life. You can learn, okay, books are there, education is there, but there are certain things book can't teach you. And I think sports, traveling is one of them. And I think tennis has made me a better person. And has made me a better human being, has made me a better son, I would say a better father as well, and probably a better husband as well. And I have to definitely thank tennis for everything, who I am right now. And it helps you with the leadership as well, but depends how you approach life and how you approach tennis as well. And you need to have that kind of sense as well. That and that's what I realized in 2002, 2010, when I played with an Indian, when I played with an Israeli, that it's a bigger picture. It's not just about results. We can actually send a very big message and a stronger message about peace, about tranquility, about love. And about growing together and solving problems together, you know. And I think that's what helped me become a better leader as well. That is about giving back, and it's been a great journey. And now that I'm the president, I'm very, very passionate about it. And even though I know it's not an easy task, because there is a huge gap between like myself and Akil and the ones who are below us. But I think it's my responsibility to bring players like Mika and other juniors up, and they're going to be representing Pakistan in a few years' time in Davis Cup as well. They're already doing it in the Junior Davis Cup. So if they keep on doing like this, I'm sure tennis will be in safe hands in Pakistan for sure.
And what about you, Mikael?
Yeah, for me, I think sports teaches you a lot about how to be a leader because you have to strategize, use tactics, and most importantly, you have to overcome challenges, which is what all leaders do best. And that's really why I think sports is very important. And like would suggest anyone, and no matter what age, to play sports. It will help with not just your health, but also just your ability to like communicate with others. Like as Sam said, when he was young, he couldn't talk to anyone, and now he's like the best speaker I know. So that's why sports is so important for leadership.
I really
Okay.
believe if every person on this planet was associated with sports of any kind, whether umpiring, whether lines person, whether playing or whatever, could be of anything, if they're associated with any kind of sports, I think this world would be a better place. I 100%
100%.
believe that.
I agree.
True. So, Mikhail, how has being part of ACE Tennis helped accelerate your journey from national to international tennis?
Yeah, for me, I've been winning a lot of national and regional championships in Pakistan. I've been winning under 14 and 16 in Tajikistan, Japan, and I've also been in the Junior Davis Cup team for Pakistan. But I was always treated a little bit as an outsider, and even still, a few people call me an American import and say I don't belong in the Pakistan tennis. And for me, I needed a community and a support group. And I think ACE does that perfectly. ACE for me is a great community. My peers in the ACE program as well, like 𝗬𝗪elle Qureshi and Hamza Rahman, they're like brothers to me, and I'd really do anything for them, as well as coaches, Mehboob Khan. They really encourage me. I respect all the coaches there. But since joining ACE, I've felt like more confident in myself and I felt like part of a community in Pakistan. And that's why Ace means so much to me. Might mean more than some other players in Pakistan, but Ace I really love with all my heart.
Sam, what steps can Pakistan take to create self-sustaining pipeline for producing future champions in tennis and other sports?
Basically, you just have to highlight and promote the game. You know, the most important thing I feel, we've been lacking international events in Pakistan, especially when it comes to tennis. I think the reason cricket has been so popular is actually because of the international events. You get international teams coming to Pakistan. The Sri Lankan attacks actually, I think, killed most of our sports. For 8, 9 years, international community couldn't come to Pakistan to do or play any sports. And we were lucky with cricket that Dubai was our basically home away from home, and we could play our cricket matches in Dubai, which kept cricket alive at least. And ever since I've become the president, I'm doing my level best to initiate more and more international events. And I think the more international tournaments we'll have, whether it's at the junior level or the professional level, I think it will help promote the game. It will attract more sponsors. It's not easy to keep getting sponsored for national events. I think sponsors need to get highlighted, especially internationally at the international events. And that's where you get to see a lot of sponsors in cricket. I've been doing my level best as a president to initiate more international events. We got our first J60 event for the first time in Pakistan history. We're going to be holding one this year in November. We'll be holding two J60 events next year as well. So we have total of 6 ITFs instead of 4. And I don't want to jinx anything through this webinar, but hopefully in the 2 months' time, we're going to be getting confirmed that we will be holding our ITF Men's Future and ATP Challenger as well in Pakistan. So once we bring that ATP logo to Pakistan, which has never happened in our history, I think it will be a game changer. we'll be able to attract, I think, more sponsors. Once you have players who are 100, 200, 300 ranked in the world coming to Pakistan and playing, and ATP matches are shown all over the world, live on their YouTube channels, on their ATP media channels, has a viewership of I don't know how many million views ATP gets. So I think it will be a totally different ball game. And for me, that has been my main goal. Unfortunately, the Davis Cup matches, the last three ones we have been playing abroad, so it does not really help because people don't get to watch us play here. But inshallah, I think I'm working very hard to get these international tournaments to Pakistan, working on starting a tennis league next year as well. And I think that will be a game changer as well. You'll get more sponsors. And once this cycle starts of international events, international players coming, I think we'll be able to attract more sponsors. And these sponsors will go obviously towards Mika and other players, sponsoring them to play events. And the way Mika is going internationally, my main goal, obviously, for Mika and a few other junior players is to qualify for the junior Grand Slams. And within a year or a year and a half, 2 years' time. And once that happens, I think these players will be the first players after me to be playing Grand Slam. I think it will automatically shift the momentum of sponsors towards these kids. And they are getting some sponsored individually. I see Abu Bakr getting some individual sponsors. I see Shayan Afridi in Peshawar, Hamza Rahman, Mika getting Nets getting involved in Mika as well. So all these kind of things are kind of linked to each other. And as long as I I hope, keep mentoring them in the right way and they keep producing results at the international level. And that's what got you guys interested as well in Mika. You know about his international results. It was not so much about the national records. It's actually about the international accolades for Pakistan that attract sponsors. We need stars. And Mika is obviously is one of them in the making, inshallah. And that's what we are trying to do as well. And I'm sure you guys are doing as well. And yeah, a little bit pressure on their shoulders as well. But
Of
hopefully it
course,
will
of
come very
course.
soon.
Okay, Mikhail, how have your parents supported you and guided you to balance discipline, ambition, and enjoyment in sports? Because sometimes it just becomes that no, I gotta wake up and I need to do this. It just becomes very routine based. But the inspiration, talking about the inspiration, talking about how you push yourself. Like you said that you're not, you don't take any sugar except for natural sugars and all that. So how have your parents, supported you in this and how they have guided you?
Yeah, first, my dad, that he definitely knows the challenges I face when I play for Pakistan and when I play in Pakistan. So he's very serious about my training when I play for Pakistan. My mom is very focused on discipline and she's also very involved in the tennis scene. She organized a best in class tournament this year in Multan, and she's also considered one of the best tournament directors in Florida. And she also, when we were in Malaysia and Kazakhstan playing Junior Davis Cup, she would always take our team photos and videos. And she completed Aissam's coaching course this year at PTF. So my mom is very involved in the tennis scene, and my dad is very focused on my training. And so I think that balance really, really is helpful for me, and they really like to guide me and push me to my best abilities.
Okay. Sam, what are your philosophies when mentoring young players like Mikhail?
Philosophy, G, basically, for first of all, not that he's sitting here, but I'm super proud of him, the way he has been carrying himself, especially the way he's been carrying Pakistani flag. He's been playing his heart out for the past few years. Every time I see him or see his results, he's pretty much giving everything. And that's what I love about him for the country. That's what I have done all my life as well. I think the only time I've been hospitalized in my career has been playing for Pakistan during Davis Cup matches. Otherwise, on the tour, I've never gone to hospital. So it's about yeah, representing your country and giving your everything.
Okay, Mikhail, as Assam mentioned, carrying the Pakistan flag internationally. So, any comments on winning titles for your country and how does it feel to win these titles for Pakistan?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of burden and responsibility that comes with representing Pakistan internationally. And also this year, like due to tensions between India and Pakistan, the Pakistan's has had a little bit of a negative image internationally. Like when I'm playing abroad, I hear taunts, sarcastic jokes. But my goal is not just to compete and play well for Pakistan, but it's also to be an ambassador for Pakistan, definitely like how Assam is. And I have all friends from India, Iran, UK, Canada, and USA, and many other places. And few weeks ago, I was playing in Jamaica, and a local lady throughout the whole week, her and her 7-year-old daughter were watching my matches, and it was very hot, humid, and my dad wondered why this lady was watching all my matches. Like, I didn't know who she was. She was just a local lady. And my dad asked her, and she said it was the way on the first day of the tournament, she saw how caring I was. I was warming up all the different players. I was setting up other players for doubles partners. So after I won the tournament, she actually gave me her Jamaican hat. So just seeing that I'm just another person and not having a negative image and just wanting to put Pakistan on the map, especially in tennis, is very important to me.
So, what advice would you give young athletes who want to make an international impact but lack resources? This question is for both of you.
For me, the most important thing, obviously, to understand and have the responsibility that you're an ambassador of the country, that you have to be out there, project the most positive and soft image of your country. That's what I believe as well. Most of our people are like that, you know. The speech I gave at the US Open also was actually my heart speaking for Pakistanis. People think of us or had this impression of us as a terrorist country, but I know we are loving people. I know we are caring people. I know we are sports loving people, and we are known for our hospitality, and that's what you need to promote. And the best example is yourself, how you carry yourself. And I actually don't want to be remembered by as a tennis player from Pakistan. I want to be remembered as the person I was and what I left, you know. And I want people to remember me by how I carried myself. And that's the main thing. And like when I played Roger Federer, and it's he remembered me when I shook his hand and I said it was an honor to be on the same court as you in 2009. And he said,
And your voice. I'm sorry, I think we lost your voice, Isam.
I told him, I do remember it, that we played 10 years ago, but I did not expect you to remember it. And he said, no, man, it's very easy. You are the only Pakistani I ever played in my life. So he actually related with Pakistan, you know? And that's what people have to understand. Everybody remembers you as a Pakistani. Most of the time, maybe they don't remember you as a name or by your name, but it's the country, the flag you represent. And that's what carries the most weight. And people need to understand that. And that's what I love about Mika. He can easily be playing for USA. He has that nationality as well, but he chooses to play for Pakistan. And the way he and I wish him all the best. And having him on board in the Pakistani team, I tried my level best to change his perception as well, his parents as well. 2 years ago, they were totally in a different, what you say, ballpark,
My
and I
friend,
had to convince
ballpark or
them
my
and bring
friend?
them back to Pakistan. And I told them and convinced them everything is going to be changed now that I'm the president, and I'll do everything to protect Mika and to save him and to mentor him and take him in the right direction. And it's been great. And I wish him all the very best and looking forward to seeing him at the Davis Cup as well in a month's time.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts, Mika?
Yeah, my advice for the youth is I would say to start what's within your circle of influence, make a difference, especially in your home, with your family, and in your neighborhood. Compete locally if it's sports, if it's whatever you want to do, and compete locally, make a name for yourself. And international opportunities will come eventually, but you have to start what's within your reach. And my journey representing Pakistan didn't start in like fancy clubs in Lahore or Islamabad. It actually started with tennis tournaments in Hyderabad, and that's also why the people of Hyderabad are so important to me. And I think starting locally with and just being a better person, like Issam said, is very important.
I believe that through play.org, you helped a player in Faisalabad. I believe that I think Javed Junaid.
I helped a player in Hyderabad, and
Yeah.
his name is Junaid. And when I went to Hyderabad to play, I he was a ball boy, and he was also playing in the tournament, and he was working at that small club in Hyderabad, and I was so fond of him, and he was also supporting me in my matches, and I really appreciated him. I gave him my hat at the time, and then a year later I went to Karachi, and I brought a suitcase full of clothes and equipment, and gave it to the Sindh Tennis Association, and I gave it them to Junaid as well. And that's how I started Play.org, with just the mindset of wanting to give back to the community. And that's the way that we do every year. I go to Pakistan, and I'm giving back to the community, to wheelchair tennis, to the Sindh tennis, and since I was in Hyderabad, and that's how it started.
Okay, so what are your plans for the next couple of months lying ahead? We know Assam's plan, to bring tournaments here and pushing new talent as well. What are your plans for the next 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, my plans is next month I'm very excited, and also taking this very serious opportunity to represent Pakistan in the Davis Cup in Paraguay. No matter if I'm playing match or training, or I'm just gonna really be at a high level, and I want to really push the team and do my best over there. And after that, I'm really excited for the ITFs planned in Islamabad. Having a J60 in Islamabad is a very, very good opportunity for me and for all the other local players in Pakistan, and also international players as well. Playing
So, okay,
tournaments in Pakistan is going to be very exciting, especially that it's ITFs as well. So I'm very looking forward to that.
okay, your book, Mika Intensity, Be Better Than Yesterday. Um, is it a memoir of your experience?
It's basically just talks about all my life journey and the challenges I've faced throughout my entire life, and I think that's why it's very good for any sports person to read the book, because I myself am have been playing sports since I was born basically, and it just shows all the different challenges I've faced and how I've overcome them, and also it talks a lot about Essam and his journey and why he inspired me as well. So that's really just what the book is about, and I really hope it makes a difference in many people's lives, and it's inspiring to others.
All right. Just last question for both of you. How can the audience, whether parents, educators, or sponsors, actively contribute to empowering youth through sports? And it could be overall sports, just not tennis only.
For me, I think the most important thing is for the federations to reach out to these companies and highlight the players' achievements, and the goals and the vision. I think when I started ACE also, to every sponsor I went to, I shared my goals and my vision about it. What I plan on doing with the ACE program, what I plan on doing with the players, what my actually initial goal is, and my vision is about to produce international level players and Grand Slam level junior players, and to be part of the journey and how I'm going to carry it. And I think it's important uh, for federations to highlight their players' achievements in the right way to the sponsors. I think sponsors are there. The only thing, not obviously not Nets, because you guys have been involved in sports and you understand the difference between sponsorship and donations. In Pakistan, unfortunately, donations are known as sponsors as well. It's totally different. So that's what people need to understand in Pakistan as well. When I started going out, people were thinking, okay, we will donate. I was like, no, I'm not coming here for donations. I actually want to give back also. It's going to be, you're going to give us something. We're going to give you something back in return as well. We're going to highlight you. We're going to share your logos everywhere at all our social media channels or our billboards, wherever we're going to be highlighting you. We're going to have your logos on our chest, and all these kind of things. So it's going to be a give and take thing. And this is what I think people need to understand as well, especially players as well. I think this is what I learned from my career as well. Sponsors is not about a one-way traffic that you give the money and that's it. And that, I think it's a give and take thing. As a player, also, it's our responsibility as well towards the sponsor to highlight them, to mention them, to thank them, to acknowledge them, and this is what I think. I think other sportsmen or parents in general also they need to do as well.
All right, Mikail, same question to you.
Yeah, for me, like since I'm very young, I I don't think you have to be successful or rich to help others.
Yeah.
I think myself as well, I need a lot of support financially, but I volunteer my time always volunteer my time. I did at the Delray Youth Foundation. I did at the WWF Foundation for disabled kids in Multan. And I don't sell any of my old equipment or tennis clothes. I give them to my friends in the Sin tennis and in the wheelchair tennis. And that's why I created Play, is just to help and give back. So I think for young athletes, they just need to volunteer their time. That's the best they can do. And whatever it is, just putting your time in is very important.
Okay. Thank you both, Assam and Mikail, for joining us. If you guys want to highlight your social media handles, so please feel free. This is you guys can do right now, so that people can come and go onto your social media handles and see what you guys are up to and all.
Thank you once again. And before I leave, I would request each and every one of you who is going to be watching and who is already here to get Mika's book. I've read all of it. It's a great read, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very inspiring as well for many, many youngsters, especially. So, Mika, all the best for that as well, man. And inshallah, I'll see you in a month's time in Paraguay.
Yeah, thank you. And
Thank
thank
you,
you so
Usman.
much, Osman and Nets. And you can follow me on Instagram or go to my website. They're both the same, Mika Tensity, MIKATENSITY.
Okay, thank you both for joining. And what I'll do is that some audience members have some questions, so we'll upload the video onto our social media platforms, and of course, you guys can share it, and we can answer further questions over there. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot,
much.
man. Thanks again for
You're
being part
welcome.
of the Ace journey and Mika's journey. Nets,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.